Conflicts are the primary engine of the game. Conflicts are what make the story happen. They are what characters must overcome to deal with, their motivations. And conflicts can be anything from, I've lost my wallet, to there is a military force invading my town, right? So it can be any number of things, anything that gets in the way of what your character wants. The conflict engine is designed to be multi-level. So there's going to be conflicts that are happening on the level of the game or the setting, things that will never be resolved, but you are constantly trying to confront. This would be something like, World War II. It's always going to be there. Your character is not going to fix World War II, but it's something that you'll constantly have to deal with throughout the story. These are determined at the beginning of the game as you identify your setting and your themes. Then there's going to be conflicts that happen just in the overall part of the story. So things like I don't know, I've been betrayed might be a conflict for a character, or it might be something between your character and another character. It might be something that's going on in the setting. That there's a disease in the town that could be a conflict. So conflicts are played out kind of throughout the game, and they can be played in real time, and they can be brought into play in real time by the game master, who in this game is called the novelist. Will bring the conflicts in throughout the session, so that your characters always have something to interact with. Players can also bring in their conflicts as they want, and there's a currency that allows them to do that. So conflicts are an integral part of the game, not only because they define what the story is going to be about, and that story fluxes. Because we're not talking about plot anymore, are we? I mean, we're not really talking about a railroad through line about a story. What we're talking about is a conflict and how a character overcomes a conflict. This is the great American novel. So many great American novels don't really have a plot. They just have the scenarios that the characters overcome, and then you observe the change that happens to them as they overcome these scenarios. And it's kind of a meandering, dealing with it as you are unfolding the story. And it's the character's journey that's the story, not what's happening in the setting. So that machine works just because they serve as side posts to say this is what we're dealing with in the game, but they're also mechanically necessary because as characters start taking action on things, they will have to confront a conflict in order to do it.